I had a dinner with a few Australian priests a few nights ago, and Australian priests, after a few drinks, they start picking on you. And so they said, "Oh, why? We'll never forget you." And I said, "Why? Because when you leave, they all will be fat." And I said, we generally say, we priests, that the parish is our family. In my case, I said, this is valid twice, because it's my parish, and also because I don't have my own family here. So this is a double truth for me. So when I wrote something just because I don't want to muck around and when I want to say something significant for our lives. When did you feel the call? What did your parents say? Have you ever been in a relationship? How long have you been a priest for? These, my friends, are the questions I hear most often. These are the most diplomatic ones. But today, I want to answer a different question. When did I truly become a priest? So not when I heard the voice, not when I heard the call, not when I became a priest 15 years ago, but when did I truly become a priest? Not formally, not on a piece of paper, not the day you find in a calendar, but the very moment my heart became the heart of a priest. The very moment in which I surrender to the Lord. It's a very important question, my friends, even for those who are not a priest. It's like asking to a married person, when did you truly become a husband? When did you truly become a wife? Or when did you really become a mother or a father? Not just in fact, but inside your heart. I am often told, "Oh, I have been a priest for 60 years, or even more." I won't get there because I became a priest late. Or we have been married for 60 years. And of course, my friends, congratulations. But the truth is, we can be a priest for 60 years and still not have a priestly heart. We can be married for 60 years and still not truly love as a husband and wife. We can be sons and daughters and not acting like a son or a daughter should. So the real question, my friends, is not how long. We have been something, but when did we truly become it? The first disciples, as I have just read in John chapter 1, it's impressive, could remember the exact moment they met the Lord. It was about 4 in the afternoon. Impressive. They remember the exact moment, a precise hour, the moment their lives changed, the moment they became disciples in their hearts. I too, it is what I want to share with you. Remember the exact moment I became a priest in my heart. And it will surprise you that it happened long before I was ordained. It was night. A few days before Christmas 2003. Almost everything in my memory from that night is sharp, vivid, alive, like the memory of a baby. My mother was in hospital, receiving treatments for breast cancer, as most of you know. She was 47. And the situation, according to the doctors, was under control. I was sleeping in an hotel, in bed, sometime between midnight and 3 in the morning. It was my auntie, the sister of my mother, and she was assisting her in hospital. I said, "What's happening?" Her, "Something is wrong with your mom." And I answered, "What do you mean?" And she said, "Please come." I remember, my friends, every single step of that night. And when I arrived, I realized my mother had suffered a stroke, and before my eyes, she was slowly slipping into a coma. She was confused, mumbling, and wanted desperately to go to the bathroom, but she could not move. And then, taken by a kind of despair, I lifted her in my arms, as in a reversed Pietà statue of Michelangelo, not the mother holding the son, but the son holding the mother. And I carried her to the bathroom. My mom passed away in the early morning of the 20th of December, 2003. And what I understand today, my friends, after so many years, is a part of me, a certain Mirko died that night. The mediocre Mirko, the superficial one, full of illusions and childish desires. The death of my mother gave birth to a man in love with what is eternal. Of course, I'm simplifying a lot. Between that night, before Christmas, and my ordination, there were 8 long years of journey. 8 years of struggle, suffering, fighting with God, necessary for the birth of this new miracle. And maybe the path is not finished yet, because grief never really ends. There are other moments in which I became a priest for those of you who never wait for the next season. So if in some way you have ever felt blessed through the encounter with this priest, then you must thank a woman you never knew, you never met. The woman chisel in the Lord's hands, shaping a new shepherd for his people. Let us celebrate, my friends, even death has its bright side, even death has its collateral beauty, for nothing is ever truly lost